Hi guys, time for some 1/18 scale 3.75 inch content. I'm out in my detached garage and it's a heavy traffic day outside. So if you hear a lot of background noise, I apologize. These videos are completely unprofessional. I'm filming them with one hand. I'm using my other hand to move stuff around for you on camera. And I do this unscripted, but just thought I'd share some of the things I've built over the years. So like most of us 3.75 inch world builders, I got inspired by Chris Shaylor, Empire Toy Works, Rotgut-Station. If you've never seen it before, look it up on Facebook, Empire Toy Works. And if you're into 3.75 inch scale action figures, that's heaven on earth. Very inspiring build that he did. So I remember earlier on in his, he doesn't seem to communicate much. He posts regularly, but he doesn't seem to put out a lot of interviews or things like that. But I remember earlier on, he mentioned that he's building play sets, not dioramas. So he's a woodworker, or, he has a history of woodworking. I guess his family owned a commercial staring company and he had access to heavy wood equipment, and he built his stuff so basically that he can stand on it. Now, I build theatrical scenery for a living, Broadway sets, and I took a cue from that. I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to build my playset to last. So I originally intended this to be a pyramid that a pentagon that I could break down and disassemble as needed. And the layout would continue all the way around till it completed a pentagon. But I just honestly lost steam on it, and I revisit it when the warm weather comes and I try to put some work into it. So let's take a little walk through. This orange section, this would be the subterranean layout of the city. So this orange section is the municipal department, the Department of Public Works type of thing. So this was going to be all the like construction mechs and things like that. And mind you, I have all this stuff. I just didn't feel like pulling it out. I have Joy Toy yellow construction mechs. I have this thing actually is so big it lives here in the playset. This is from the animated film Wall-E, and it's like a garbage hauler vehicle. So I actually built this bay to fit the vehicle, and I gave myself generous height. But each thing is detached or detachable from each other. So this would have been the subterranean level. This would have been the office with some computerized desks and things like that. And this side would be the Mecca service bay. Right now I have the Kenner Empire Strikes Back Energizer unit in there, just because that's where it wound up. But this is all built out of plywood and MDF and things like that. So let's see. Now this street section, this is just a piece of masonite. I got tired of not being able to photograph it, so I just cut a few pieces of masonite and painted them black and spread this apart like a street. Originally, these sections were going to be butted right up against each other, but it was getting too cramped, and I have a lot of vehicles. I want to photograph a lot of vehicles. So it's fluid. It's always a work in progress. So now this section, I'd have to look at my original illustrations to see. I think this is actually street level, and there should be a level beneath it. I don't remember offhand. So because whatever interests me at the time, I jump around. But every section will have 1/5 of a pentagon shape, and so they can stack up, and then they can sort of butt up against each other if they had to, and create that pentagon. So I could still build the subterranean level that will go underneath it. It's just for the sake of setting this up and showing you where I'm at. That's where we're at. Now, above the municipal town department here. This would be street level number 1. And this is one, as you can clearly see, one police plaza. The city was going to be is going to be an homage to all the sci-fi influences that I love so much from films and literature and things like that, art, other things. So one police plaza, which is the name of the New York City police headquarters. And I did this in a font, I think it's called Liberty font. It's the same font that the police in Escape from New York use. So here you see, this will be my like super police force of my dreams. Here's Judge Dredd and RoboCop. I have a custom Sean Connery from Outland that I'm 99% complete with. He must be in my my in progress box somewhere, because I looked for him in my action figure storage boxes and I couldn't find him. So unfortunately, Marshall O'Neill does not make an appearance out here, but I have quite a few police action figures. Now, let's see. So I'm holding the phone up high, but this level in here is going to be like the police offices, detectives, briefing room, things like that. This dark alcove, I might put like an ATM machine or something so convicts can go and get bail money. But I'll show you what's the reverse of that. And then up top is a platform, but this is where I was going to put the jail cells with action figures and giant play sets and things. Here, I'll back up just to show you. So this is a 4x8 table, work table, and space is always at a premium. So my philosophy is, whenever possible, build up. And it's just, I like to build things big, and well, forgive my foul language, plug your ears, but it bites me in the ass. And I got to stop building things big. I just don't have the room. I actually have a 6,000 square foot shop, but my partners would strangle me if I started building an action figure playset down there. So once again, this block is also going to be built up, and I'll give you a brief talk through on that. So walking around, here's the doorway. This would be like a sidewalk, and then this area here would be the street. So here's the doorway to the offices of the municipal people, the employees. And coming around, this would be the outside of the Pentagon. So this garage bay with the Wally truck in there drives completely through. This bay would be street level, and this is the police bay. So I made these nooks here. This one is for an Appleseed figure, which I couldn't find. It's stored away. And this one's for Ed 209, or the reverse. And I also have the police TARDIS that can go here. All these little in-jokes and things like that I want to put in the police station. This character is a Star Marshal, and it was a collaboration between Kit Lau of Acid Rain fame and my favorite toy line, Toy Pizza's Knights of the Slice. And I have several of these Star Marshals, and they will also be stationed here at the police station. So everything's in progress. You know, a lot of plywood, a lot of things that still need to be done. These doors will interlock, like kind of like the Empire Strikes Back Hoth base door. I have to do the fine detailing to make the door lock, but you'll see. You know, these are pieces of styrene, and I'll have this overlap on there. But sliding doors for the garage, and of course, while I'm on camera, I can't get this one slided. So these walls right now are not attached. They are just loose, and this would be the bay for the police vehicles. I have a couple of I think I have a Acid Rain World truck, or a Joy Toy truck, and I have a 1/18 scale Blade Runner spinner that came with a DVD collection from Japan. So all that will go in here. And then the reverse side, where I said I would put the ATM machine, that's a that's a stairwell that goes up to the next floor. And like I said, all this stuff is still not attached, but then it comes up top, and then you'd have a top bay. I would probably put an office and maybe a landing pad and some jails. I build up a little bit, and it would be a sort of an up and down layer of buildings and stuff. So that's that. And then I don't know how high I'll go with this level, but here's a little like turret for almost like a castle. There's another Star Marshal right there from Toy Pizza. I guess I'm subliminally influenced by 1970s design, sci-fi, Logan Runs type of stuff. If you Google Department of Motor Vehicles, Goshen, New York, that's the motor vehicle building that I went to in my youth all the time. Actually, all the county offices were there. And it was this geometric building that looked 100% out of something like Logan's Run. And so ugly, such an architectural nightmare. I think it had 116 roofs. And I guess it's subliminally influenced my aesthetics here. So that's that area. Now this area is heavily in progress, and this is going to be like an apartment complex. So down here, I believe this will be street level. So this level will actually be one up. I didn't build the basement pieces yet. But down here's a taxi stand. Right now I just have this car, Disney's Cars Sheriff Department vehicle in here. I have another one of these that I already made into a flying police car, kind of like Fifth Element style. So this one I'm just going to keep 1950s looking, and I just threw it in here over the winter, and it's still here. So taxi stand here. These are like things you get at Home Depot. They're for rain gutters to pass through. I guess if you're doing some sort of soffit work or something like that, and you need a metal trim ring to go around the rain gutter. But it's also a great size for a threshold for action figures in a doorway. And then this large blank area, the reverse side of that's going to be like a nightclub. And this will just be like a public walking area. And then up here is the convenience store level. I think I'm going to have like two convenience stores, one across the block from the other. This layout may change, but the basis of this is a playset called the Grocery Gang, and it's a play on words. Gross, like that's gross. Grocery Gang. So if you look carefully, like there's all sorts of drippy, messy stuff in the detail. Like there's a little spill on the floor there. And I guess it was like a kid's jokey, like Garbage Pail Kids type of thing. Bunch of gross food that's all rotten and stuff like that. But anyhow, that's going to be the convenience store. This will be a checkout counter over here. This little piece is actually part of like a matchbox size tractor trailer that I cut up to make a counter. And then let's see if I can get in here. There's stuff in the works there. There's like a ice cream cooler back there from Grocery Gang. And then those are acid rain boxes that I will use as like wall panels there. I think I broke that one, but I have dozens of acid rain boxes. So then the denizens who live here will travel up this stairway, which of course has to be textured and painted yet. I might put some handrails, I might not. And then these are geez, I can't remember now that I'm recording, but they're like girls' toys. They're like Bratz dolls type of thing. I think it was called LOL Surprise. These are like shipping containers, and this was their play set. Comes with all sorts of little like dollhouse type of furniture and pinball machines and things like that. Some of it's useful for our hobby. So I have like 3 of these play sets, and they got to be repainted. I'm going to do them industrial, just like you would see a shipping container. But I'll probably put sci-fi logos on there, like Soylent Green and other things like that, But this is their logos, and these play sets, like that, of course, I can't do it one-handed, but these doors slide open and there's environments in each of these play sets. Right now, for me, they're just blank spaces. But, and you can also turn them 90 degrees. They have like a clicking, locking mechanism. But what I'm going to do is make an apartment complex that is a series of shipping containers and trailers. So I've been collecting trailers in scale. This is an ancient Playmobil trailer, and this will, be mounted all sorts of like geometric haphazard ways that they'll mount together. I think they did the same thing in Ready Player One, and that's not the design that influenced me, but it influenced other people as well. I'm going to do that design. I actually have some Airstream trailers to scale, and so it'll be a series of apartment buildings and like shops. Now, I have one of these. I think these are Row Life. Hang on, I have a whole stack of them over here. So these are. Row Life. So I bought these during the holidays when they were on sale. They're all different, like stores, pastry shops, and things like that. So going back over to here, this one is a motorcycle shop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify them. So if you see the height difference, so this is a little high. That truss work there, that silver truss work, will have to go, and I'll probably lower it down. So I'll run this through my table saw or something, or my large bandsaw or something. I'll try and save the truss work and I'll bring it down. But I think what I'm going to do is build them into these shipping containers. So this complex will have a series of shops in there, and I'll use the other shops as well. And that'll help, like I said, on the other side, the doors open up, and that'll help populate these containers. And then just coming around here. So I got this goofy crane here. This, I got at Ollie's for $20. Couldn't beat it. But if you ever need things, if you guys build stuff, obviously you know this, but gantry work and stuff like that's always useful. But for a city, I just decided to keep the crane. And let me tell you, this thing is a storage nightmare. It's constantly in the way. But anyway, this side here is the nightclub side, and it will be a double layer nightclub. This will be like kind of a balcony area for diners to sit, and then there will be a stage in there. And this whole wall removes. Right now, there's weight on it. I gotta do some fine trimming, but I'll probably make this attached via magnets or something like that, so I can remove it and photograph the nightclub scenes inside. Because I have a lot of musician action figures too, from like Super 7 and things like that, and a couple of secret surprises. Wait till you see what the name of this nightclub's going to be. It's going to be perfect for sci-fi homages. And then this is the reverse side of the taxi stand. This area kind of reminds me of like when you check into a hotel in the city, and they have valet parking. You can pull up under here, and the valet will take your car. But this is where the Corbin Dallas Fifth Element type of taxis will park. And then out here, you see I have pencil lines. This is a walkway. This was going to be the street section, which it still might be. And then, like I said, I kind of have this as a street section for now. That thing back there is just a vacuum piece of plastic you can get at Home Depot. I bought two of them because they were so cheap, and I figured I'd just kind of paint them up as background panels when I need to photograph, because really, who needs to see my shop back there? But therefore, like soffit insulation, they're to like help stand off the insulation so your soffits get air. But a little paint and some greeblies and details, that makes a nice filler piece for backgrounds and stuff like that. Little Fortnite figure here leaning over, and then I threw these. These are Japanese. I think these are the peanut milk that the Japanese like to drink. They, if you find real Japanese grocery stores, there's various sizes of these containers. If you guys do any Japanese sci-fi modeling, like Machine and Krieger stuff, you'll know what these are. So I grabbed a couple, and I'll paint them up. These make great thrusters and things like that. They're all over the Machine and Krieger world. Let's see, Ko Yokoyama is the designer, and his scratch builds use these a lot. So these definitely have to have a place of honor in my city. So I guess that's it. Wow, 20 minutes of me babbling on. I do love the sound of my own voice. Okay, well, if you got any questions, just give me a shout out, and I'll do my best to explain. But that's that. Hopefully I'll be making more progress as the warmer weather's here. Have a great weekend.